Staying calm when the kids come home. This is a tremendous challenge. And I want to thank you for those of you who have reached out to me to record this video on staying calm. It is a common challenge. It is not something no one has ever really mastered. It's really just work, trying to improve in the area of staying calm. And I'm happy to share with you 10 practical ways on how we can stay calm when the kids come home, and three tips that we can just take away and practice in a way that will involve affirmation and as well as practical steps as well. Just know that this is definitely a challenge that we have. Even if you're naturally calm, even if you have perfected this midah of being calm in a great way, you will still have moments that you will just not be calm. And it's normal because you are going through different phases of life. Maybe your kids are getting older. Maybe there's something going on in life that a new circumstance that it takes time to adjust, and it's hard. So definitely it is a hard thing to do. Please do not think you're alone. And this means that we all have work to do in our own way, on our own level. We have different triggers in our families and family circumstances that can account for not being calm. But we're going to start on the 10 practical ways on how to improve in being calm when the kids come home. Number 1, self-care. Try to eat before the kids come home, before you come home from work, and maybe they come at the same time. Try to take care of yourself a little bit. Maybe you're having a sushi, maybe you're having a snack, a small sandwich, something, because you can't take care of others until you take care of yourself. And a little bit of nourishment is going to leave you less hungry, less angry. Hopefully a little bit of the self-care is going to actually go a long way, taking care of yourself, and you'll be able to attend to the family next. Number 2 is check in with your feelings. Today you may be extra tired, but you may tell yourself, you know what, I did so much yesterday. How is it possible that I'm not doing as much today? Maybe I need to change my schedule around. Maybe I need to organize my day differently. And the truth of the matter is that's not true. Some days we are less tired, even though we may have gotten more sleep than the night before. There's different circumstances in our lives and different ways our body reacts to the day. So we do have to check in with our feelings. Maybe we're more stressed that day. So don't ever say to yourself that you're an incompetent mother, you're not good enough because you're just not as productive today. Check in with your feelings. Number 3 is be realistic with time. Often we mothers may feel that if we were more organized, planned our day better, or prepared for a well thought out day, then it would go more smoothly. Just because you did less today doesn't mean you're a better homemaker. You were a better homemaker yesterday, right? It doesn't mean that. It's not what you do, how much you do. It's really how you do what you do, the manner, the effort that I exert, the trying of a woman, right? What the efforts entail. You're allowed to be a person, right? You're allowed to take time. We may sometimes feel like we're superhuman because we do so much as mothers and as wives. But the more you do does not make you a better person, does not make you more productive. It is better to do things calmly with the time you have than act in a frenzy way. And Hashem will give you the time you need to do what you are meant to do that day. Okay, number 4. Do what you need to do versus what you want to do. Maybe you do want to make this new recipe or 10 extra salads instead of 3. You don't have to. Just because you want to doesn't mean you should. Maybe you'll have to pay for it later. Maybe you'll be extra tired, or you'll have less time to sleep, or you won't be there for the kids. And we really have to focus on what are our priorities versus what we want to do. Number 5 is be present. Now, there's no such thing as doing more than one thing 100%. Multitasking doesn't really exist, meaning You can't do one thing as well as you can do another thing 100%. If I'm doing many things, then I'm really doing many things not so well. And we want it to be present. We want to look at our kids in the eyes when they're speaking. We want to give them that attention. Can we do it all the time? No, but we can try. We can try to be more present, look at them in the eyes, smile, pay attention to what they're saying. Okay, number 6 is take breaks. If you have so much to do, and most of us have a lot to do when the kids come home, there's unpacking, there's cleaning up, there's dinner, there's laundry, there's getting them ready for bed, which is a whole process. Take breaks. Tell yourself every hour I'm taking a 10-minute break, a 5-minute break. Maybe it's a drink of coffee. Maybe it's looking at a funny video. Maybe it's just, taking a walk around the block. Maybe it's taking just deep breaths or a 5-minute meditation. Take a break, put your feet up, and you'll see that you'll be actually more productive. Number 7 is say no to lists. When we create lists, we usually just simply overwhelm ourselves. So just create a list of 3 and 2. This is one of the ideas that I give over in my workshop that I learned from Laura Doyle. 3 things that you enjoy doing simply because you enjoy it, and 2 things that you want to discipline yourself on, meaning maybe do the laundry, organize the kitchen cabinets, something that you're disciplining yourself on. Number 8, share your goals and your challenges with your kids. Tell yourself, mommy's working on staying calm. Mommy's working on not raising your voice, and really work on it. And they'll actually see that, wow, mommy's really trying. I should also try to do the things that I'm told to do, because I see that she's also trying, and I see that she can. Share it with them, because when someone knows that you're being cared about, you're being rooted for, you're encouraged, you're actually being a big model for your children. Number 9 is learn about your role constantly. Learn about your role in being a woman, a wife, a homemaker. When you value your role, you do it so much better. Even the door holder of a king values their role, even though it's so simple. Why? It's for the king. I'm so important. And there's, the mother's job of taking care of her kids is just priceless. It is so important. So learning about our role makes it so much more valuable. Number 10 is pray. Pray to Hashem to help you stay calm. Hashem, help me to stay calm. Help me to be calmer. Help me to react in a calmer way. And imagine situations that you were less calm in, and now how will you react? To the detail. What are you wearing? What do you look like? Where are you? Imagine it and pray for it. Remember, no one is perfect. If you slip and fall, just get back up. Internalize that you will fall at times, and this is okay. You're human. When you anticipate perfection, that is when you will fall easily and quickly. When you acknowledge your strengths and you celebrate them, as well as accept yourself as imperfect, then you will improve in your goal in being any character trait much greater. So in this case, it's staying calm. The first practical tip that I want to leave you with to practice daily is, and the affirmation saying to yourself, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Meaning, I'm not stressed about thinking about what I should be doing next. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Attending to a crying baby right now is exactly what I'm supposed to do instead of doing this and that. Number 2 is limit distractions. Try not to have blasting music in the house where you're just distracted, you can't pay attention, and not answer every phone call. Try to actually put the phone away when you're with your children. Only take emergencies, and tell your families that, I really don't pick up the phone when my kids are home, when my kids are still up. And number 3, before you come home, kiss the mezuzah. The mezuzah is what the Jewish people have at their door. There's a prayer, and you kiss the mezuzah and you say, this is the most important job in the world. I believe I learned this from Sarah Carmelli. You're doing the most important job in the world, and there's a letter on the door that looks like a smiley face. And that letter, I believe it's a shin, that letter is shaped like a smile. So you smile whether you feel like it or not. You know you can do it. You do it at work. You smile and you say, I'm doing the most important job in the world, and you come into the house in a calmer state. May we merit to be calmer mothers and enjoy our families, and may they give us lots of nachat, and may we be role models for our children. I hope these 10 tips plus 3 tips were helpful. Leah Abramov, Being and Becoming, awakening awareness of your greatness and potential.